Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to this class. My name is Deji Kotila, and the purpose of this class is to help you to prepare for your Waec exam, your NECO exam, and your JAM exam, even your DCE, so you can do well in your English language. I will not do more than English language, because that's what I know. And I do literature too, but I'm not going to do literature. I will not do literature. I will just do English, and that's all. If I see people that are ready to contribute, and if I see that these people are vast in what they do, possibly I could introduce them. But for now, let's just get done with the English, and let's pray and you go prepare for other courses on your own. Then you can do well. So why should you listen to me before we go into the details? I will tell you just two reasons among every other reason. There are numerous reasons you should listen to me and you should learn from me. But I will tell you just two. The first one is I studied English language, but that's not the purpose, because a lot of people studied English language, they don't know it, but I know it. So I studied English language and I've been practicing it. Like, I've been teaching people. I was a tutor. Yeah, I've been teaching people, and I have a lot of students that have done well. Like, there was a time in 2015, 14, 13, I think I do not have less than 300 students that are writing Waec, NECO, JAM that I teach. And if you want to confirm this, go to Ekiti State, go to the Rock Tutorial Center and ask him, Mr. Femakwata, do you know DJ? Just say DJ. You say, oh, Mr. D. He will tell you a little about me, not much. Yeah, that's number one. I've got a lot of students. They did well. They went to medical schools. They did well. Before they went to medical schools, I taught them. They did well. So that's it. Secondly, these are my books, the books I wrote myself. These are children literatures, and if you it's possible you could have seen some of this. It's written by me, and this, you might not really have seen this because I did this all by myself. This was published and promoted, sold by a different company, but I did this all by myself because I was using it for all English tutorial back then before, yeah, that's it. So now if you have this, we cannot be making use of this. You don't really need to go get this, but I will try to make it possible for you to have one for free. I'm not charging you for anything. But right now, I don't know how I can make it happen and make it work before the exam. But if it's possible, I will do it. So this talks about the 49 sounds in English language, but mind you that a difference is there is a big difference between sounds and letters. Sounds are different from letters, so that's it. And let me ask for a permission before we go further. I will be interswitching between two types of English language, which is American English and British English. So British English was where I was brought up with, that I studied in school. American English is where I began to practice, make use of in the past few months, so it's becoming part of me. I don't like to form. I like to be real, so I would say it as I know it. So I might be switching between the two places. Pardon me, and just accepting that, but it will not affect, it will not disturb where I'm about to teach. So before we go deep, before we go further, and before we go into what we're here to do, let's break it down so you can know how you can make your grade that you want. But if you have less than B, don't talk to me again. I don't want to talk to you again. Yes, I will disown you. Yeah. So now let's go deep. The English language is divided into three parts. Three papers. Don't let me say parts. Papers. Sorry, I wrote parts. Papers. So these papers are the paper 1. Let's just say PA1, 2, 3. So when you're talking about paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, what are they talking about? So paper 1 and paper 2 I believe, okay, let me read it out so we can just go straight. We can go from there. Yeah, I still have it. So this is Waec English Language marking scheme. So it says the Waec English Language exams comprise of 3 sections: paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, all of which must be taken. Papers 1 and 2 will be combined in a composite paper to be taken at one sitting. So this one and this will be taken at one sitting. They're comprised. Then paper 1 will consist of 80 multiple choice questions, all of which should be answered within 1 hour for 40 marks. Paper 1, 40 marks. but I don't want us to do with these marks. Yes, I'll tell you what marks you should do with. So, paper 2 will consist of 5 essay topics and a passage, each to test candidates' comprehension and summary skills. Candidates will be expected to write an essay on one of the topics and answer all the questions on comprehension and summary passages. The paper will last 2 hours and carry 100 marks. So this will last 2 hours, but 100 marks. That's 140 marks, right? So, and the last one, which is paper 3, will consist of 60 multiple choice items on test of orals. That's what the book is talking about. Test of orals. We don't need it today, we'll need it later. So it says, test of orals for candidates in Nigeria and Liberia. And that on listening comprehension for candidates in Ghana, the Gambia, and the Sierra Leone. All the questions will be answered in 45 minutes for 30 marks. So this is what 30 marks. Now, 100 plus 40, 140 plus 30, that's 170. So it doesn't rhyme, right? So they have the division and stuff like that. But don't let us make do with these marks like I told you before. This is what I would like us to make do with. So this paper 3 is orals. This is essay. That's what they generally call it because it has to do with different things. And this is what objectives. So let's take away the marks they gave it and let's give them our own marks. So the first mark we're gonna give to this is, let's say, because the essay is what takes more energy, is what that's the one that carries the most of the marks, 100 marks, right? So let's give this 40 marks. And let's give this 30 marks. Let's give this 30 marks. 30 plus 30, 60 plus 40, 100. Okay, let's leave it. Let's say, okay, we're trying to bring it down. Let's say we give this 20. Yeah, the orals, let's give orals 20. Because it was 30 and this was 40, right? So let's say the 10 marks is still there. So 10 mark is missing, so we give the 10 marks to this. Make him 50. That's a big deal. Okay, so let's forget about how that would happen. Let's say it's 40, 30, 30. Okay, let's say it's 40, 40, 40, 20. Okay, don't let us run back. This remains 30, in case it's 30. I'm a dirty boy, don't mind me. 30, 40, 20, or 40, 40, 20. So which is 80, 20. Yeah. So let's go this way. Now, if you have 40 plus 40 plus 20. So let's say the 20 you have here, I'm telling you the way I'm gonna coach you, you can score the 20. You can score the 20 the way I'm gonna coach you if you follow it. Let's say you don't score the 20, you score 15. I'm so confident of this. Very, very confident of this. Yeah, you score 15. And here, please, don't go less than 30. If you have your 30 here, plus this, you have what? 45. Then, let's go here. Here, I will not really talk about this. Because that's what you do most in school. That's what you do most every day. That's what you've been taught every time. It's tricky, yes, but at the same time, if I have time, I could talk about it, but you see, it's kind of much. So go take your past questions. You're gonna see this easily. You get this easily. These are the two that are not easy to get. Yes, your books will not pronounce this for you. Yes, your books will not do the best of the jobs for you here. You will not know it. You would recognize it, but you will not know it. Knowing it is recognizing it and saying it. Yes, that's what we're going to do here in the test of orals. This, I will give you the skill, the style to get this done. Yes. And this, I will not do much, but if you listen, it's just a combination of words, like how the words are being formed, where the present tense is supposed to be, where past tense is supposed to be, where simple tense, what is it called? Singular tense. yeah, plural, where they should be. Those are the things that are articles. Those are the things they want to test in this. So it's not something like you've never had an idea of. So that's it. So then here, if you are able to get your 20 from here, which is possible, you can get 20 from here. So 20 plus 30 plus 15. What is that? 65. I told you you're gonna have a B, right? That's it. That's it. And if you do well, you can have your 70 and so on. But let's forget about that. So let me brief you on every of these before we go to the next class. So this, when you're talking about this has to do with syntax more. More of syntax. What is syntax? Syntax has to do about formation of statements, sentences. How do you form a sentence? See, there are different types of grammar. Okay, so that's more of grammar. So there are two different types of grammar. We have systemic and we have traditional. If you want to study English, you're going to know about this when you get to school. So systemic grammar tells us that we only have two types of tenses: present tense and past tense. Nothing like futuristic, present participle, past participle, past, no, nothing like that. We only have futuristic tense to join those two. But futuristic tense is something that just barely appeared. That's when you talk about I will, that's future. You don't know when that would happen. But I will come to your house tomorrow. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. It's future, it's something to come. If you say I'm coming to your house, to present, it's a present, you're doing it right now. I said I was coming to your house, that was in the past. That's it. But this, okay, let's say, for example, let's say I G-O-T-T-E-N-I-T. I have gotten it, right? When you say I have gotten it, this is past participle. Yes? Good. That's under GGG. But let me change this to systemic grammar. I have got it. I have got it. Correct. Or you say, I got it. Correct. That's it. That's systemic grammar. So systemic grammar comes in different styles. Like, how do you say it in a simple manner that people will understand it? So that's systemic grammar. Simple. So, fine. That's not what I'm teaching. I'm just telling you how they come into existence, the realizations. So that's fine. So let's forget about this and so if you can put your mindset on it that you need, sorry, the body's not, okay, yeah, I think it's better now. So if you can put your mind on, okay, I'm going to do well in my essay, I need to score 35 marks in my essay, then in my test of others, let's say 30. Let's say 30. If it's 30, then let's say in my test of others, I want to score 25. 25 plus 35. What is that? 60. Here, you just need 10. You have your 70. See, the way I will teach you, it's possible to have that here. So, now, when you're talking about essay, like you saw it, you can go read it, don't let us waste time on that, like the things that comparative prices. But let me pick the essay first, then we do a justice to that. Yeah, thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and you share this video with anybody you think is about to run Waec or you know will need this topic or will need this breakdown. And people can do well. That's why I'm doing this.